Hi and welcome to the Sim Hanger. Today it's out with the GTX 1080 graphics card and in with the new RTX 2080 Ti. A quick look at unboxing and installation. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for future notifications. Thanks very much. The RTX 2080 Ti that I bought is from EVGA. I bought it through Scan Computers in the UK, and it cost about £1,000. So certainly the most expensive piece of hardware I've ever bought, and even more expensive than my VR headset. Got a cardboard box inside the sleeve, quite a thick cardboard as you can see. Typically well packed, as is most EVGA products, with this preformed hard foam. In the box is only the card and these instructions. This is it, that's all you get, and that covers about 20-30 languages. So if you need to find out anything, obviously the thing to do is look at the website. The card itself came in the standard static anti-static bag, which one expects, and this is the card itself. Now the card itself is much heavier than what I'm used to experiencing with graphics cards. I would say it's got to be close to 1.5 to 2 times as heavy as my GTX 1080. This is the EVGA Black RTX 2080 Ti. It's 2 fans, quite large heat sinks running the whole length of the card. And here my GTX 1080 has one 8-pin power point, and just so you can see, this card has 2 8-pin power points required. The front of the card, we've got 3 display ports, DPs, 1 HDMI, and a small port here which is a USB-C. And that's really it, so let's get on and put it in the computer. Obviously you make sure your computer's disconnected and totally switched off before doing anything, and I would recommend at all times keep one hand on the case. This just keeps you earthed and prevents you from feeding any static in. I recommend you're going to need a torch, and a small star screwdriver. First thing I've done is I've taken off both side panels, and to start I'm going to fit the extra power cable, because the RTX 2080 Ti requires 2 8-pin. So I've removed the side panel and I'm going to fit the extra power cable into the slot here. When fitting the extra power cable, make sure it's again, it may vary slightly, but it should be a type 4 connector into the power supply, and PCIe on the output side. Make sure it is an 8-pin connector and not a 6-pin. Once that's done, we'll start with removing the GTX 1080, and for that I'm going to turn the computer around. The first thing we're going to do is remove the power supply. There we go. And using the screwdriver, I'm just going to loosen the front plate. The GTX is held by 2 screws. There's a little clip at the base of the slot, just clip that down, and then out the card will come. So that's my 1080. Just for comparison purposes. It's not that much bigger really. I thought it was bigger, but it is definitely a little bit heavier, but probably only half as heavy. Now to put the RTX card in, remove the anti-static safeguard there and there. I'm quite pleased to see that this has got quite a thick back plate, which is really quite important, because this is a very heavy card and it could be quite easy to damage the motherboard. So let's see how we go here. Gonna need the torch. Yeah. It needs quite a firm push down till it clicks. I'm now going to fit the two 8-pin push it into clicks, and there we are. Both 8 pins connected, and now just to secure the card, my screwdriver is slightly magnetic, so it just holds the screw heads in, which is quite helpful. Just check the card's really secure. Got to be careful not to over tighten. Yep, that feels pretty good, and I think we're good to go. So all that remains now is to put the two sides on, connect it up, boot it up, and hopefully all should be well. Once the computer has rebooted, there's a number of ways we can check that the installation's all good. We can have a look under System Information, Components, and then Display. And it shows there Nvidia Geforce RTX 2080 Ti is installed. You could also right click on your desktop, go to Display Settings and then Advanced Settings. And that again will tell you, as well as the Nvidia Geforce Experience program. And again, clicking on Settings, and we can see there the Geforce RTX 2080 Ti is up and running. Obviously make sure that you've downloaded the latest drivers and then give it a test run on your favorite game.